the ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungop Tire.
Beautiful, mellow Sunday morning here at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit, where we get to witness the cars roaring at the Malaysia Touring Car Championship 2025 season, and of course, most of you formerly known it as Malaysia Championship Series. You're joined with me, Erin Cheong, at this lovely morning, and of course, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with him, with his, I would say he brings a shine every time he goes into any room. Joined with me in this lovely morning, my hosting partner, Mior Adlan.
Okay, I don't get this. I really don't get this. This is only your second day on the job and you're already opening the show without me? How dare you? Sampai hati you nak curi kerja I sekarang, baru hari pertama tau you kerja semalam.
Sabarlah sikit, I kena curi screen time you sikit tau tak? Soalnya kita cakap banyak ni.
Betul tu. Apa-apa pun kami mengucapkan selamat datang, selamat menonton ke satu lagi edisi MTCC Malaysia Touring Car Championship. Hari kedua yang kami bawakan kepada anda, second day that we're bringing to you live at the sacred grounds of the Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Round 1, Race 2 for MT category for this morning session.
Yes, really exciting.
Really,
we have
betul.
all the cars, everyone ready. You can see all the tires coming out at the side. Mio,
Yep.
what do you think is going to happen today?
What do I think is going to happen today? Apa yang saya rasakan, mengikut firasat saya yang mendalam ni, setelah lama bersama-sama dengan ni tanpa Erin, hari ni je dengan Erin, kita akan saksikan satu race yang sangat menarik. Kerana apa? Yesterday, we've already seen a bit of bumps and bruises from the cars.
Yeah.
There were about, a lot of actions that was happening. Tapi today, I think there's a lot of redemptions as well, which will be happening on this track as well. So I anticipate a very interesting and fun race indeed here. The
Yeah,
fact that it was your
definitely.
first experience yesterday, did you have fun in totality?
I had an amazing time. Granting to you that I actually went home and dreamt about racing.
Oh, really?
So I might be at the driver's seat, so you never know.
There might be a height requirement for that, but yeah, we
I
do
grew
not
2
know.
inches today, in case you didn't notice, right? You know,
Exactly.
standing next to beautiful ladies and next to me, I had to, just grow a bit of 2 inches here.
Exactly, and also not forgetting as well, do follow us on our socials. You're watching us either on Facebook as well as on the YouTube official page of SIC. And don't forget as well, the main event which is happening at the end of October, the Malaysian Grand Prix, the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025 happening in October. Ticket sales is selling like hotcakes right now. Don't miss out. Go check out socials. Cars are revving behind us already. It's going to be a very noisy and exciting day here. We're down with two lovely ladies from our sponsors, Hanko, as well. But let's not talk more, Erin, because we're going to be talking to the drivers after this. Let's go directly to our commentators who's up there.
Enjoying the AC.
Exactly.
In the west temperature.
Again, it has to be repeated. Andy and Nick, back to you guys. What's up?
Yes, what's up? We are up in that commentary booth, enjoying that AC and enjoying the beautiful view here at Sepang International Circuit. Day 2, race 2. We're here on Super Sunday, expecting some fantastic action as ever. Plenty of drama yesterday. I'm Andrew Whitelow, alongside me in the commentary booth, Nick Anil. Nick, great stuff yesterday. It was a pleasure to call the action with you. Had some drama at turn 8. It is this iconic Sepang course. It is not without its challenges.
Yes, indeed. A new rebrand, but with the same intensity, with the same excitement, with the same drama. We did witness a great battle in the MT2G category between Niza Racing and Sekudo Racing, which was the highlight of this race yesterday. And it was a magnificent curtain raiser to this Malaysia Touring 2 Championship, and I'm sure we're going to witness more drama, more high-octane action today, as well as we see the family members of the teams coming out to pit.
Very much a who's who of the Malaysian racing fraternity. Do come and join us. If you haven't got your ticket already, you can come and join for 100 ringgit down in the paddock. Come and mix it with the drivers. Come check out the cars up close and personal. You can also sit in the grandstand for free. The best view in town. Looking at the sky, it's a little bit cloudy today, not so hot, which should hopefully provide a little bit of reprieve for the drivers. It did get pretty hot, around 28 degrees yesterday afternoon. And remember, later on in the year, we do have the MotoGP coming up here at Sepang, 24th to 26th of October. If you get your tickets now, you can get 25% off with the family bundle, so do log on to the website. And don't forget about our car open track day. Fulfill your need for speed via SIC's Open Track Day. Book online on the website, sepangcircuit.com. Definitely worth a go. And unleash the DEC, Driving Experience Center, now open for booking. Again, for more information, head on to our website, sepangcircuit.com.
Just recapping some of the results that happened yesterday, like I mentioned earlier, it was a great battle that unfolded in the MT2G category that was won by Niza Racing, the combination of Hendra Adiputra and Adi Rahimi. Hendra Adiputra only 16 years old, and believe it or not, but already doing the business and showing his class in this championship. Adam Mikhail and Ng Chon Chin took second spot, and He Wan Jian and Wong Yu Chong took the final podium spot in the MT2V category. It was equally exciting, but this one was won rather comfortably by Divyesh Parajun and his young partner, while a second place went to Mohammad Najib and Ahmad Firdaus and Stuart Hine and Albert Lederer taking the third spot. So all in all, we were treated to some great action. There was drama, like you alluded to earlier, in turn 8. Of course, that is all part and parcel of this championship, but it's a matter of how these drivers recover, how they bounce back, and how they try and recuperate from any setback that happens throughout the course of this 50-minute championship.
You mentioned Hendra Adiputra, the next generation. So exciting to see so much young talent coming through. Wasn't the only 16-year-old on the track yesterday. Remember, not even old enough to have a driver's license in the real world, to put it one way.
Yes, indeed.
But in the racing world, oh, he's top of the pile. What a performance it was yesterday, and we look forward to seeing that battle, that rivalry renewed on the track here today. As the cars begin to take their position, it is very much a collective effort as we head 10 minutes away from the start. There's so much that goes into this. So many minds working together to get the car into absolute peak performance on the track.
I have to say the MTCC has come a long way since it was first launched some 23 years ago. It started off with the Malaysia Super Series. That was what it was called. And believe it or not, the participation only started out with an average of 15 to 20 cars per round in those years. And after that, as we all know, it became the Malaysia Championship Series. It was rebranded back in 2015 as a more professional and structured format. And of course, with the rebrand, with more clarity towards the race format, the participation also increased. We started to see more driver. The grid size started to expand, and as a result, we started to see 25 to 35 cars per round. And of course, at the end of the millennium, rather 2020 to 2023, we started to see an average of 40 cars. But Andy, last year, this championship set a record entry of 67 cars competing across 4 classes. And it's just a testament to how this championship has grown. And of course, this year it's called the Malaysia Touring Car Championship. It gives a more focus on touring car racing and aligning with the global motorsport trends.
We're going to go down to the track now for an interview with Mihor.
And here we are with car 919, our second place winner of Race 1 MT2G category. We have Mika. Hi Mika, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing awesome.
Okay, how are you feeling about the race? Mika, you're only 18 years old and you're competing with some of the top racers in the industry. How are you feeling about this race?
Well, of course, I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I'm ready to face whatever challenges ahead of me.
Okay, Mika, what is your strategy in play for today? What is different from what you're going to be doing yesterday?
Well, I'm just going to be focusing on my lap times. I'm going to focus on getting as far ahead as possible. Yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Good luck to you, Mika. Can't wait to see you out on the track. And back to you guys.
Adam Mikhail, one of the top talents in the country. Very, very interesting driver. Put on a top performance yesterday. Going to be focused on his lap times. And, well, that's the name of the game. Looking to get ahead as far as possible. He will certainly be one to watch in this race.
I like how they don't give anything away when asked about their strategy, and rightly so. The aim is to keep your cards close as possible and unveil it all on track. And if that was an indication, Adam Mikhail and Ng Chon Chin will look to resume the rivalry with Hendra Adiputra and also Adi Rahimi. Those two cars went at it throughout the 50-minute battle.
Let's go back down to the track then for another interview with Irene and Mihor.
Alright guys, sekarang ni I ada dengan kereta nombor 69. Semalam menunjukkan satu prestasi yang sangat-sangat hebat kita dengan Najib. Najib, semalam punya performance dah lama tak terlibat, dah lama dah orang kata rehat, tiba-tiba datang first day round 1. Achievement semalam tu, apa perasaan you semalam tu?
So semalam saya rasa agak best lah sebab semalam banyak fighter-fighter yang baru dan ada juga fighter-fighter yang lama, dan masa bersaing itu pun agak semua pun smooth berjalan, dan ada berlaku insiden depan saya semalam tu agak terkejut sikit lah sebab dah lama tak pernah nampak keadaan yang macam tu, tapi kita dapat elakkan benda tu dan ada safety car masuk dan kita pun dapat buat improvement time yang baik dengan keadaan kereta yang baik dan tim yang support dan jaga kereta yang keadaan baik. So saya rasa hari ini mungkin saya akan dapat buat lebih baik daripada semalam lah.
Okey, bila dia dah buka utara tu dia macam automatically nak keluar je tu. Tapi tak apa, kita sembang bahasa biasa dulu. Tapi semalam tu kan kita ada macam situasi macam yang cakap lah kan, bila ada safety car, bila ada insiden yang berlaku atas track. Perkara-perkara macam tu you dengan Firdaus obviously di luar jangkaan, tapi macam mana you boleh recover balik tu? Macam mana nak menumpukan tumpuan to make sure yang you tak hilang konsentrasi tu?
So yang first thing kita kena tahu apa yang berlaku depan kita tu. Kita kena straight on focus in kita di track lah. So apa yang berlaku di track tu kita kena mencari tempat yang selamat untuk kita mengelakkan keadaan yang berlaku tu. So kalau kata ada accident, kita kena marking place lah. Kita kena ambil di mana tempat yang untuk orang kata lubang yang untuk kita lari lah. So semalam as the incident yang berlaku, kita agak simpati dengan kereta-kereta yang accident semalam. Tapi hope hari ni kita do the best thing lah dekat track hari ni.
Baik, okey, kita harap kereta baik and good luck to you. Apa-apa bawa kereta elok-elok. Kalau kereta depan ada, jangan nak break suka-suka hati. Dah sembang utara Kedah ni. Okey, enough with that. Good luck to car number 69. Back to you guys in the studio. Andy, did you actually understood what I was saying?
Oh, that's a challenge. Put me on the spot there, Mior. Unfortunately, I'm going to need help with the translation. Something about racing fast.
Yeah, there's a great insight by Najib, who finished second in the MT2V category. Of course, making a comeback after a considerable period of time. And he just spoke about the challenges of, you know, navigating through an incident in front of him and just looking to try and get out of the way and still concentrate on the race ahead. So a fresh perspective on how to deal with an incident in front of you while not being directly involved in front of it.
A look at this beautiful track then and some of the challenges that lie ahead. Look out for that turn 7, turn 8, where we often see so much incident. Certainly was the case yesterday. And in this race 1 as well.
Yes, indeed. Turn 8 provided a lot of drama. There was a crash in this MT2 category. But I can tell you that turn 9 to turn 10 as well will provide a tricky test, because you will see a lot of the drivers having to really slow down their cars as they navigate through that 2 tight turns. And then, of course, they will be on their way through the 2 back straights of 14 and 15, which provides them with the opportunity to really throttle their engines as they look to jostle for the best position available out there.
Spoke to Adam Mikhail earlier, just 18 years old, driving with Chon Chin, and can't wait to see the resuming of that battle with Hendra Adiputra and Adi Rahimi.
We did not see much of a change in strategy during the pit stops yesterday, which is usually the case in this particular race, where a lot of leaders sometimes change hand during the pit. Yesterday it was quite smooth. It will be interesting to see if we have any change at the top during the pit stop. That will happen between the 20th and 30th minute of this race. So really midway through this race, you can expect to see a lot of activities going on in the respective pits. Park Ferme will be buzzing with activities as the race marshals kick into gear as well.
So Mohammed Hakimi there of our engineering, starting in P4 in the MT2G category. There's Johnny Z. He had a great day out on Saturday. Overall winner last year, driving alongside Mark Darwin. Such a talent, such a character as well. Jonathan Z starting 5th on the grid for OPM Light Racing, and he'll always be one to watch.
Yes, I mean, they are one of the seniors in the business. They know this track in and out. They know most of the competitors as well. But of course, with every new season, it brings about a fresh perspective, fresh goals, perhaps even fresh competition. We've seen some new faces here as well. So it's all about trying to stick to your goals and trying to better last season's record.
Race control flagging the slippery surface around turn 8, turn 9. That can be a really interesting part of this incredible track here at Sepang.
So the safety car leading this 35 car field out on their formation lap. It will be a rolling start in this MT2 category. We had 37 cars yesterday, if I remember correctly.
Just a little bit hotter.
Slider reduce our participation.
A little bit hotter than this time yesterday. I think it was about 28 degrees yesterday morning. Cloudy, but it will be hot down there in the car. And a reminder, Kendra Adiputra starting in first, Adam Mikhail in second and third, Hai Wanjian, and then Mohammed Hakimi in fourth, Johnny Z fifth, and in sixth, Wu Xuanyan.
And sticking with the MT2G category, P. Saufan and Baron Lim is in 7th, Gilbert Ang Ku Chi Yen in 8th, Divyesh Parajun, who topped the MT2V category in 9th spot, Lin Guang Yu of Bay Racing in 10th, Mohammad Najib Ismail in 11th, Stuart Hine and Albert Lederer of Excel Sports in 12th.
In 13th, Arworks Rio's Racing's Kusei Kanto in 13th, Nam Zi Xiong in 14th. 15th is Mark Chu Shin Yong. 16th, Luke Antonetto. In 17th, Ong Wai Kwong. And in 18th, Chung Kiat Wai of Arworks Rio's Racing.
No Coffee, No Cure is in 19th, represented by Tan Zi Yang and Chio Wen Cheng. Li Jian He is in 20th. Predator Piston Project takes a 21st spot. Our engineering made up of Zhu Jin and Mohammad Hafiz in 22nd, Mo Kwak Hung in 23rd, and Sal Wal Fadli in 24th.
Luka Chun in 25th spot. In 26th, Sochi Xiang. Kwek Kien Wee in 27th. In 28th is Shafiq Sam Sudin, and in 29th, Chow Tek Song. And 30th is Ronnie Rizman in the Predator Piston.
Nikhil Abora and Brandon Ho takes 31st spot. Yap Chun Wai in 32nd. Lo Pak Yu of 778 Auto Sport in 33rd. Lim Yi Chiok of Sokudo Racing in 34th. And Li Chi Hua in 35th.
And that completes the field. The cars making their way round, nice and warm and ready to rumble.
Like you pointed out earlier, the temperature is not as hot as yesterday. Perhaps we're looking at a 23, 24 degrees, which makes for slightly optimal racing conditions as compared to the scorching, sweltering weather we had yesterday.
Yeah, that said, so unpredictable, isn't it, the weather out on the track here in Malaysia. It can vary very, very quickly. I mean, we're seeing the sun kind of threatening to poke out from behind the clouds, equally so. We got lucky with no rain yesterday.
Yes, indeed. We were blessed with great weather. Of course, it was hot, but I'm sure all the drivers would rather race in dry conditions as opposed to a wet, slippery surface. Right, there we have it. Safety cars peeled off. We are about to go green real soon.
Some great pictures here. If you are tuning in on YouTube or Facebook, do remember to share the stream, share the love, and a big shout out to Hankook Tyres as we get underway here at Sepang.
Fast and furious start. You can see a couple of cars already hugging the inside line, looking to make that inside line their own and get the advantage coming into turn 1.
Wu Xuanyan making that move into third place.
A lot of smoke there. That was not really a smooth start from that Suzuki Swift. recovered gamely. They've all cleared the first 3 hurdles. As they come through to turn 4 and 5. So we can give you some classifications. Hendra Ariputra looks to be in the lead. Adam Mikal in second place. He won Jian in third. That will be in the MT2G category. As for the MT2V, Divyesh Parajun looks to be leading the way. And a confirmation of Hendra's lead. He's just posted the fastest second sector. As they come through to turn 9. A fairly clean start, Andy. We just saw a little bit of smoke coming out of that Suzuki Swift. But
Yeah.
no harm, no real harm done there.
Yeah, not like yesterday. It was less than a lap gone, and we saw the safety car out. Saw that
Oh,
early
there was a
collision.
car that veered off grid. There was a car that veered off track. Took a slightly wider turn. Lost a bit of momentum.
We're already seeing that interesting battle develop between second and third, and it looks like...
And another car has gone off track. So coming into turn 10 and 11.
Is that Johnny Z in the lead now, in front of Hendra Adiputra of Nisa Racing? That unmistakable yellow car.
So as this field comes to the completion of the first lap, can give you some lap times, and that's confirmation of Jonathan Z posting the fastest lap time. 2:46, lapping a second faster than Hendra Adiputra. So Jonathan Z, an explosive start.
Hendra Adiputra in second. And
oh, there we
Janssen
have it,
third.
a first stall car, that's car 888. Car 888 just lying by the side of the track.
Yeah, disappointing for Tanzi Young in the no coffee, no cure in the MT2V category. Veering off track and onto the grass. Will go into the pit.
But looks back to get on track. So Jonathan Z of the OPM Light Racing leads the MT2G. Second place is Hendra Adiputra, trailing 600th of a second behind. He won Jian, completes the top 3. And as for the MT2V, Divyesh Parajun still clinging on to the top spot. And we have a tire problem. I think that was car 888, if I'm not mistaken. So unscheduled stop. Pit window is not open just yet. Divyesh Parajun of DV Motorsport still leading at that MT2V category. In second place, Stuart Hine and Albert Lederer have made their way up. And Lee Jian Hee and Jasmine Tan in third place of R Engineering. Car number 611. That will be Liu Xuan Yan of Bay Racing.
Adam Mikhail just behind him, looking to make moves.
And it seems that Hendra Adiputra has regained the lead. Overtaken Jonathan Z coming into turn 15. Will Jonathan be able to try and wrestle back that advantage? It's just going to allow Hendra afford him that marginal advantage, but you can see how close he's tailing him. Might have a peep on the inside line. Will he be able to do it? Using that experience, Jonathan Z looks to have half a car length, and he might just be able to do it as they come through to turn 2, but Hendra does so well to recover.
And then we have a little gap before we see in third place Lam Tse Seong and Motul Art by Sakuda Racing. And
This
those
is
two.
a fascinating battle that is set to unfold before us. Hendra posting the fastest lap time of 2:42.
Yeah, the fight between those two was always going to be super intriguing as we came into this race, already exchanging the lead.
Jonathan Z, for me, is much more potent driver when he's attacking, because he's so experienced, he can almost sense the gap of his competitor, and usually when he exploits, he leaves no chances. Remains to be seen if the pressure will tell on Hendra if they come through to
And we saw on our
turn
screen
9.
that was Tanzi Young again, car 888, who struggled early on, had to go into the pit.
We witnessed a couple of cars with tire problems yesterday. We've already seen the first one. Of course, with the temperatures and the fast starts that these cars have made, it's a sudden jolt to the system. It can affect the tires even early on.
Again, that's another great battle developing. And look at the aggression shown by Adam Mikhail, taking on Mohamed Hakimi.
Look at that. This is a three-way battle between Motul Art, R Engineering, and also Sakudo Racing. Lam Ziyong has really done well to put himself in a third place. Barely any gaps between these three as they come through to turn 1. Will Adam Mikhail be able to overtake? Yes, he will.
Beautiful work from Adam Mikhail on the inside. Expertly done. Sakuda Racing team will be delighted with that one.
It's just been loose by Lam Ziyong turning into turn 1. Adam Mikhail saw that opportunity and took advantage. And at the top, the lead has changed again because Hendra Adiputra is now back in the lead with Jonathan Z.
That battle for third was very tight for a moment there, and we saw Adam Mikhail go wide there.
A lot of smoke there on turn 8 as they come through to this bend on 9th.
That incident involving cars 5 and 14 under investigation over at turn 15.
In the MT2V, Divyesh Parajun continues to dominate in first place. Second place is Axel Sports, Stuart Hine behind that wheel. Third place, Lee Jian-he and Jasmine Tan. So that top 3 has not moved in the MT2V. This is probably the phase where all the engines, all the drivers are really in tune with the competition that's ahead of them. This is where they can really begin to plot their strategy. I think the first 3 or 4 laps was just about acclimatizing to the track and really getting a feel of the competition that's ahead. But now it's when they really focus on the task ahead and they can begin to plot their way through this field and set goals.
Micro battles taking place across the field as the cars whiz past our vantage point here in the commentary booth. This straight beautiful where they really get to open up the car.
Upon the completion of the 4th lap, Andrew Adiputra has once again posted the fastest lap time, 2:42. He's lapping a minute faster than Jonathan Z, and as a result has extended that lead to a 2.4 second lead. Still a long way to go in this race. Remember, pit window will bring about a different perspective, could even alter the dynamics of this race. Car number 10 in your picture, that's a Loka Chun in a battle with So Chi Siang. That is a battle for 15th place.
Chun in the black and yellow car. Was a little bit wide there. The opportunity.
And I think So Chi Siang did get the better of Loka Chun, who went wide on that turn.
So Chi Siang seizing the opportunity in the ST-powered car.
Still a lot of work for So Chi Siang if he intends to make his way up that MT2G, which is a highly competitive field. Jonathan Z will tell you that. He's currently playing catch-up, trying to make up ground as they come through to turn 14.
A little bit of daylight now between Hendra Adiputra and Jonathan Z, and Adam Mikhail is coming up behind Johnny Z in second.
Indeed. Adam Mikhail has improved his lap times as well. He's actually gone faster in the third sector as compared to Jonathan Z. And still closing in gap.
Jun doing ever so well, leading the charge in the MT2V. Looking comfortable thus far, it has to be said. Following up Saturday with a sterling start to this race.
And that is the battle for the MT2V category that you saw earlier on between Divyesh Parajan. Rather, Divyesh Parajan on his own there, because the car behind him, car number 46, that's P. Safwan and Baron Sim, who's in the MT2G. So Divyesh Parajan slowly making his way up.
Yes,
past his MT2G Divyesh Parajan, if I'm not mistaken, used to race with Bradley Benedict. But for this season, he's got a younger teammate in Harkish Jiva, who will most likely assume the wheel during the pit window. There we have it. Divyesh, very consistent driver in that Suzuki Swift. Very experienced as well. Has almost made the MT2V category his own over the years.
Harkesh Jiva, the youngster, really impressing here.
A lot to
yesterday.
learn. A lot to learn from Divyesh. We see another car in the garage, car number 69. So a lot of unscheduled trips to the garage already due to various problems. We saw car number 888 earlier in the garage, and car number 69.
Iwan Jian doing great work there in car number 268.
So as this field come through to the completion of yet another lap, I think we will see Hendra Adiputra really extending that lead. And Adam Mikhail, Andy, we spoke about the gap that he's closed on Jonathan Z. In fact, he's overtaken Jonathan Z. He's now in second spot.
Adam Mikhail, you could sense, was going to go for it. He was gaining on Jonathan Z and was able to capitalize. And look at this battle taking place now. And there is an incident involving car 91 and 10 on turn 2. Car 10 is Lokar Chun. 91, Kwek Kien Wee, the Scuba Race team. 16th place in MT2G.
Still a lot of racing, still a lot of opportunities for every one of this driver to post their best lap times, to find the best position, to overtake, to defend, to make their way up the hierarchy of their respective classes. So in the MT2G, Hendra Adiputra continues to lead with a 6-second advantage over Adam Mikhail. Jonathan Z is in a third. In the MT2V, my oh my, there has been a change in the MT2V. Stephen Hein of Axel Sport has indeed overtaken Divyesh Parajan. So a change in the MT2V, and second place is goes to Lee Jian-he and Jasmine Tan, and third place is Shafiq Shamshuddin and Sophia Zara. Divyesh's car is in fact in the garage and is now making its way out. So there was some problem for that Suzuki Swift. Divyesh has lost a top spot currently on his out lap. He will be out back on track, but momentum lost with a lot of ground to make up.
No further action taken from that incident between Lokar Chun and Kwek Kien Wee.
And these 4 cars here are currently battling it out for a top 10 position in the MT2G. Usikanto among them.
Stuart Hine and Albert Ladera.
Usikanto, whom I feel has really yet to establish his credentials here. He did really well last year. But of course, it's still early days in this new MTCC 2025 season. Of cars already in pit.
We're going to go now to an interview with Lokar Chun in car number 10.
Exactly, you're right, Andy. I'm here together with Lokar Chun, car driver number 10 from AIS Work. Your partner is outside there trying to do his best. You're about to jump in. Once the pit is open, How excited are you the fact that this is not your first foray here? You've been racing for quite a while now. How has the experience been down at the Sepang International Circuit?
Yeah, I'm racing here in over 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and this year I bring my two sons. Yeah, come to race for MTCC because in here Malaysia is very light circuit and the people is very good. So I want to come every year.
20 years you have raced down here at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit. What is your best memory racing down here?
Yeah, racing in Malaysia Touring Car and get the podium here for some years. So I enjoy this circuit very much.
Okay, so that's for the other competition, but what about MTCC? For the next 4 rounds ahead, do you think that you and your teammate would have a chance to get on the podium? You think that you're able to actually win something this year, 2025?
Yeah, this year we just come to join for fun because I need to train my two sons. And I hope we can join 300K or 1,000
S1K, yeah.
S1K, yeah. So and then we can race all three together.
So maybe perhaps you can bring more people from Hong Kong to come and join the race over here in the future.
Yeah, of course, because this my partner also is come from Hong Kong.
Okay.
And maybe next 2 race bring another.
Lovely. All right, we wish you the best, and we hope that you continue racing and your sons will continue racing years to come. Thank you so much. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Chance back to you guys.
What a great ambassador for this championship. A seasoned professional who has been racing here in Sepang for 20 years and now has passed the baton on to his sons rather. So many of the stories we do hear every now and then, but it's so refreshing to hear it coming out from these competitors' mouths as well. And confirmation of the pit window that's been opened now. So there will be the compulsory 90-second pit where every car would have to come in for a tire change, for a driver change, among others. There's nothing wrong with the car. It will just be a driver change, but you can see the team members all hard at work to change those tires because those rubbers burn up quickly, especially with the torque and the braking, and not forgetting the sweltering temperatures out there. It can wear off pretty fast.
On your screen, Lim Chok, Sakura racing car, yellow for a swift pit.
So just to give you some updates on the leaders, our MT2G leader, Hendra Adiputra, whom I assume has handed the reins over to Adi Rahimi. They are currently out at their outlap. So they have entered the pit. Adam Mikhail has yet to enter. So has Muhammad Hakimi, who's in third place. Jonathan Z has also entered the pit and is currently on his outlap. While in the MT2V, Lee Chi-hwa is currently in the lead. Stuart Hine has dropped to second. And in third, Shafiq Shamsuddin and Sofia Zara. So, like I mentioned earlier, we will see some leaders changing hands as a result of this pit window. Compulsory 90-second pit.
Desmond Tan in the pink car.
what's been great to see, Andy, is we've had a fairly clean race. There hasn't been any major incidents so far. The drivers could really, unleash their full potential, their full capability, and really push their machines.
Track limits first warning. The cars 122, 66, 611, 9 and 999. Look at Su Sin's, our engineering car in the pit, changing tyres. There in the AGI Racing team.
So the top three of the MT2G are back out on track. Adam Mikhail, Mohammad Hakimi, Lee Juan Yan. Hakimi currently in second place. He comes in for his pit. And so does Adam Mikhail. So our top two have now pitted. We will see a new leader as a result.
Fascinating portion of the race.
And Lee Juan Yan has also followed suit. They have it, the driver change. Presume that Azril Azhar, or rather Nur Muhammad Asfar is behind that wheel. As for car 919, Chon Chin will take it away after this for the final 20 minutes or so.
There is Adi Rahimi. And this portion of the race, fascinating. Just how efficient can they be with their pit stops and their transitions. That battle on both the MT2G and the MT2V, really interesting with regards to the top two podium positions. There is Adi Rahimi.
There's a lot of ground to make up. It's dropped to a 10th spot as a result of that pit. Still ahead of Mark Darwin now in that OPM light racing. You can expect to see Adi Rahimi slowly making his way up. Mark Darwin as well. Car number 131. That would be Nur Muhammad Asfar.
Adi Rahimi going wide. Looking to overtake Nur Muhammad Asfar, and he's done it. Lovely work from Adi Rahimi. Saw the moment and went for it. Let's take another look at this. Ali Rahimi going on the outside. That battle between those two will be ongoing. Keep an eye on it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are tuning in via YouTube or Facebook, do share the stream, and thank you for joining us for race 2.
Adi Rahimi has just come on all guns blazing. He's just posted the fastest lap time, 2:41.
Adi Rahimi alongside Hendradi Putra, the winners in race 1 in this category. Looking to continue that momentum here today.
Oh, there was a slip there from that car number 80 who just went off course. That would be a Stephen Lai from Chun's Motor World. They're currently in a 22nd place.
And we're going to go down to the pit for an interview, I believe, with Mohammed Hakimi.
Okay, bersama saya, I actually have Hakimi, creator number 131. Hi Hakimi, how are you? Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So Hakimi, actually you're the first driver untuk this round, and of course basically your first experience dekat MTCC kan? Actually your first experience MTCC. Apa perasaan Hakimi sekarang ni?
Perasaan sangat teruja dan hati berkobar-kobar memang nak menang je. Walaupun first race, happy lah untuk sekarang dapat position 2 untuk masa sekarang. Semalam race 1 dapat P4, race 2 dapat P2. Sekarang kita harap kita dapat maintain je posisi ni untuk dapat berbalik pinggan. Tahun ni first race, umur hidup memang ni first race. Training hanya 3 hari je, Selasa, Rabu, Khamis. Qualified main. Alhamdulillah semuanya datang daripada Allah SWT. Tanpa dia siapalah saya.
Hakimi rasa kan dalam first round as a first driver, Hakimi mesti dalam pressure sangat kan sebab dia first, and you kena bagi your part. Basically you kena build up untuk your partner. Rasa Hakimi confident tak dengan partner Hakimi hari ni?
Confident. Dia dengan saya tak ada kurangnya. Semua sama je. Tapi dia lagi laju, dia lagi banyak experience. Dia sebelum ni main Suzuki Swift dan saya memang berharap dekat dia boleh dapat podium hari ni. Tu awesome. Ya. Yeah.
Okay, Hakimi confirm betul nak naik podium hari ni kan? So, your preparation so far untuk MTCC ni kan, how do you think you did so far? Rasanya Hakimi memang dah prep betul-betul untuk MTCC ni sebelum ni?
Ya, memang sebelum ni memang dah prep. Memang dah training habis-habisan. Balik tengok video, study, bangun study, makan study. And yeah, I hope semuanya berbaloi lah untuk hari ni.
Okay, awesome. Congrats Hakimi. Thank you so much. And back to you guys in the studio.
Mohammed Hakimi, reason to smile, put on a great showing in race 1 on Saturday. You continued where you left off. Great partnership developing there. Another young and exciting, talented driver here.
Yes, making his debut, and he just spoke about the preparations leading up to this race. He only had 3 days of practice, he said. So it was a Monday, Wednesday, and then they took part in qualifying on a Friday, and then it was all systems goes this weekend. But he said he's put in the work, he's put in the yards, he's watched a lot of videos, he's done his analysis. He said it was just eating, sleeping, and doing his homework, and it looks to be paying off because they are currently in second place with the more experienced driver, Nur Muhammad Asfar, now behind the wheel, looking to consolidate that second spot.
Ali Rahimi has done excellently, clocking in his best lap to 41.972 to regain the lead, and we're going to go across to a commercial break.
the ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungop Tire.
Thanks for staying with us here for race 2. And I can tell you that our leader is still Adi Rahimi and Hendra Adiputra in the Nisa racing car in the MT2G. On your screens now, left at Lian Ji-wei.
That's how well Adi Rahimi has done, because when he took the wheel, he was in 10th spot. And just 10 minutes later, they are back in a top spot at this Nisa racing team. Really leading the way. Our engineering, Nur Muhammad Asfar, holding on to 2nd spot. Still within a shout of overtaking Adi Rahimi. Just 2 seconds behind. And Mark Darwin in the OPM Alight racing in a 3rd spot.
So car 72, Lester Lian Jiawei, who you saw there, is in 1st in the MT2V, in front of Li Jianhe. And our engineering, Mark Chu and Kenny Chan, and Pitworks Kuraz is sitting in 3rd in the MT2V.
Yes, that MT2V that was dominated by Divyesh Parajun and perhaps now Harkish Jiva, who's behind the wheel. They've dropped to 8th. So perhaps some issues with that Suzuki Swift. But we do have a new leader. Confirmation of our leaders in the MT2V category. They are also closely bunched. I have a feeling we could see a new leader even coming into these final 9 minutes. Lester Lian has 400th of a second lead. That is pretty much nothing, as you can see the action unfolding.
Battle is ongoing that be Desmond Tan in the car or Li Jian? Our engineering chasing down the leader.
This Honda Civic car number 877. That would be Lo Kian Hang of Sakudo Racing, currently in 14th place. Ooh, just veered from one side to the other. That's car number...
I think that's Zhu Xin of our engineering in the car. Rahimi here, the leader, the MT2G. Started off in pole after a great day yesterday in race 1. Hamid Nur Asfar in the R engineering car in second. Chasing Adi Rahimi. 14 as a drive-through penalty for car number 123, which is Stuart Hine and Albert Ladera.
Adi Rahimi still doing the business out there. Aswa doing his best to catch up. You can see that distance, that's a 2.1 second distance.
Last lap, the best lap for
as both these top guns in the MT2G close out yet another lap. We shift our attention to the MT2V category. This is Albert Ladera of Axel Sport, currently in second place. As you can see, not too far away, playing catch up.
There is your leader once more, Adi Rahimi. Behind him, Nur Mohammed Asfar of our engineering, and Jonathan Z and Mark Darwin giving chase, currently sitting in third place.
8 seconds off the top. Five seconds behind Mohammad Asfar. That's the immediate aim for Mark Darwin to try and make up ground to.
Starting to approach the business end of this race. Jonathan Z looking to close that gap on second place alongside Mark Darwin.
Chin, currently all on his own in fourth spot.
Best lap this afternoon of 2:42.935.
Mark Darwin with a 3-second advantage over that Sakudo Racing.
Still with some ground to make up, Mark Darwin. Chong Chin going to gain on him in turn, and here is...
It's Lester Lian, the X-Works, currently in a second spot. Jasmine Tan is currently topping that MT2V category. Lester Lian in second place and Sofia Zara in the third.
They've got Lokak Chun's car number 10 just sitting between them at the moment, first and second in the MT2V.
And this would be a battle for ninth place between Baron Sim and Wong Yu Chung, I presume. Look at that. Oh, they're all just trying to jostle for that inside line. Looking to give no inch whatsoever. Getting a little bump there.
Wow, what a battle that is. They are neck and neck. Aggression being shown. Baron Sun having to stave off the challenge of Boy Wong.
Baron Sim did not have the greatest of seasons last year. Couple of DNFs. Perhaps this would be his redemption season. Currently doing a magnificent job of fending off challenge of Boy Wong. Doesn't matter if it's not even the battle for top 3 or top 5. There is still the psychological advantage over the competitors, the closest competitor. And this is what Baron Sim is looking to achieve as we close in on the final 2 minutes.
Boy Wong just looking to gun down Baron Sim. He is relentless. Look at that pressure he's putting on. Baron Sim thus far holding off the challenge. And here's where they go side by side. They clink side mirrors, I believe.
Fortunate that that side mirror of Baron Sim did not fall off.
There, Boy Wong goes into the back of him. This is the last lap.
This is something that will be most welcomed by Adi Rahimi, who's opened up close to a 5-second lead heading into the final stretch
Adi Rahimi
of this Sepang International Circuit.
Brilliant.
Last lap beckon.
A bit of debris on the track there, but what a partnership it's been with the young Hendra Adiputra. It's looking very good for the Nisa Racing team. Best lap today of 241.031.
Looking firmly on the course to gain a second consecutive top spot finish, building on their victory yesterday.
It's Mark Darwin giving chase in third, currently set for a podium. Darwin and Jonathan Z, formidable in that OPM light racing car. As it stands, Jasmine Tan in the lead in the MT2V. Clocking his last lap at 246.381. Rahimi looking to take this home.
Adi Rahimi has done an exceptional job since taking over the wheel from Hendra. They were 10th when he assumed position, but has methodically worked his way to top spot.
Nisa Racing team starting on pole.
And this is a confirmation of this Nisa Racing car number 24 coming to the checkered flag to conquer the Sepang track once again. Job well done.
There it is, brilliantly done. Adi Rahimi of the Nisa Racing team alongside Hendra Adiputra taking the checkered flag here in race 2. Second place, Nur Muhammad Asfar and Mohammed Hakimi of our engineering. Then in third, Mark Darwin and Jonathan Z in the OPM light racing car.
And this is your leader, Jasmine Atan, the MT2V. On course to finish first. Currently with a 4-second advantage. That's a pretty sizable advantage.
Jasmine Tan should bring this home with ease. Car number 10 behind him. 15th in the MT2G. Strong race from Jasmine Tan alongside Lee Jian Lee Terrence.
And there we have it, confirmation of the MT2V winner. Jasmine Atan and Terrence Lee of the R Engineering team takes it home. Esther Lian and Lee Chi-Hua in second spot. And Pitworks Kuras takes the final podium spot in third place.
There is your winner, Adi Rahimi. Celebration time for the Nisa Racing car alongside Hendra Adiputra. Well earned, hard won. What a weekend for the boys. Really strong, really consistent throughout the weekend.
Yeah, they were great from start to finish. It's such a great partnership that worked. There was a little resistance that came their way in the form of the OPM light racing early on from Jonathan Z. And of course, like I mentioned, the pit window brought about a temporary new leader. But once Adi Rahimi assumed the wheel, he would not let up. Just expert driving, all in all, car management of the highest class.
And Jonathan Z asking the question early on. Hendra Adiputra and Adi Rahimi coming up with all the answers. And the team understandably delighted. What an effort, what a feeling. Sweet victory for the Nisa Racing car.
So much to be proud for themselves. He's done a magnificent job just picking up from where they left off yesterday. And we're going to hear from the winners.
What a victory down here for the MT2G carry. Adi Rahimi and Hendra, car number 24. How do you guys feel?
Very good. Really bad starting, but overall, I still managed to make a gap. Very good race. Shout out to my teammate. Did a good job.
Yes. So Adi, tell us, you finished the race. What was the most challenging part for you, taking over from Hendra?
So the most challenging part for us is that the time penalty, you know. So from previous race, yesterday, race 1, we won the race. So today we need to have like time penalty 12 seconds. So for us to compensate with that 12 seconds, we need to just head down and then push every lap. And yeah, my partner did a very good job for the first stint and then pass it to me. And then we just go all out and then overtake the second car, and yeah, we won. Let's go.
Awesome, awesome. So you guys, your teamwork really tackled through the challenge and gave you a victory. Congratulations once again. Back to you guys in the studio.
Brilliantly done from the team, and navigating the challenge excellently well, coming through, showing a winning mentality. And this will be a wonderful moment in that young career of Hendra Adiputra. Remember, just 16. It is quite remarkable. Not the first time we mentioned it, of course, but what an achievement for him. And confirmation of the standings, that Niza Racing car coming in first on the podium. In second, Mohammed Hakimi and Noor Mohammed Asfar, and Johnny Z and Mark Darwin in third. Fourth, Adam Mikhail for Sakudo Racing. Fifth, Nikhil Bora of Axel Sports in sixth. Lu Xuan Yan in Bay Racing. Lam Si Seong in seventh. Eighth is Kusei Kanto. Ninth, Hai Wan Jian. And in 10th, Pi Sao Fan.
And Chao Tek Seong and Kan Chi Hong in 11th place. Lim Chi Chiok in 12th. Gilbert Ang in 13th spot. Kwek Yan Wee in 14th. Lo Kachun, whom Mio interviewed earlier, in 15th. Ong Wai Kwong in 16th. Predator Piston Project takes 17th spot. Luke Anton Neto in 18th. So Chi Siang in 19th. And Mo Kwok Hong in 20th.
In 21st, Ronnie Risman in the Predator Piston Project. In 22nd place, Yap Chun Wai. 23rd was Su Sin of R Engineering. 24th, Lo Pak Yu. And 25th was Lin Guang Yu of Bay Racing.
And in the MT2V, the combination of Jasmine Tan and Terence Lee of R Engineering did really well to take top spot. Lee Chiwa, Lester Lian in second place, and Pitworks Kuras, the combination of Mark Chu and Kenny Chan completing the podium finishes. Shafiq Shamsuddin and Sophia Zara in fourth, Salwal Fadli in fifth, Chong Kiat Wai, a single driver in sixth, Divyesh Parajun and Harkish Jiwa, who led early on, dropped to seventh, Stuart Hine and Albert Lederer in eighth, Tanzi Yang, Chio Wen Cheng in 9th, and Najib Ismail and Ahmad Firdaus completing your top 10. And this is how it took place. It began at the Sepang International Circuit. Clear skies and sunny days welcome the MT2G and MT2V category. Hendra Adiputra kicked things off hot and heavy, looking to take that lead early on. Of course, we can see smokes coming out of that Honda Swift, but it all was a smooth sailing as these drivers got off to the cleanest start as possible. There were a couple of cars who veered off course, and you can see Jonathan Z giving rather Hendra Putra something to think about early on. This was the battle that took place in the first 4 laps, but Hendra would go on to really consolidate that top spot in the MT2G category. And in the MT2V, we saw plenty of interesting battles unfolding as well. And then the pit window brought about some changes at the top, but it was meant to be for Adi Rahimi, as we see driver changes happening here. But in the end, when Adi Rahimi took over the wheel, he would go on to provide a masterclass driving, working his way from 10th spot all the way to top spot, leaving the competitors behind his wake to complete a magnificent double on this weekend. As we see, this was the competition that unfolded late on between Baron Sim. Baron doing well to hold on to that 10th spot, but the day belonged to the Niza Racing team, who clinched a top spot, taking home their second consecutive podium finish of the weekend. and being received in big celebrations by their teammates. So that brings about the conclusion of the MT2 category. I believe we will be preparing for the podium ceremony, so do stick around.
Mohammed Hakimi and Nur Mohammed Asfar putting on a performance here today, and no wonder it's all smiles. Great performance over the weekend as a whole. They've been impressive, and they will be ones to watch in the years to come. Very talented drivers and young, so big careers ahead of them, no doubt. Over the weekend, did they impress you, Nick?
They certainly did, especially the driving skills of Hakimi with so little preparation. I mean, he only had 3 days to prepare, but you know, sometimes hard work and the hunger to perform really overcomes everything. And sometimes you can even overcome experience. We will be back shortly for the podium ceremony. We are going for a short break.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungkook Tire.
And we are back here for the MTCC post-race, as the drivers currently all in high spirits, having a little catch-up as we prepare for podium ceremony.
Yeah, the drivers on this track and at Sepang here have a great relationship. A lot of them know what goes into this. They see each other regularly on the circuit. There's a great camaraderie with everybody here through a shared love of the sport. It's very much a collective effort, culminating in what goes down on race day. And what a feeling it must be, having been through all of that on the track, having endured the mental challenge and the physical challenge as well, endured the heat, fought through and come out with a podium finish. No wonder these guys are smiling. And plenty to look forward to throughout the year. The MotoGP, remember, upcoming October 24th. You can get 25% off with the family bundle, which will get tickets for 4 of you. So go check it out on sepangcircuit.com. And if you want to be like these guys, you can try your very best at the Car Open Track Day. Fulfill your need for speed via SIC's Open Track Day and book online. Get your tickets and turn it up at sepangcircuit.com. We also have the DEC Driving Experience Center now open for booking log onto the website for more information.
You're absolutely right in what you said earlier about having that pressure, you know, sometimes just taken off after such thorough preparation in the lead up. Sometimes all you want to do is to just get on track and show your worth, because the mental pressure sometimes can be immense, especially for young drivers like Hendra Adiputra, who's only 16 years old, Muhammad Hakimi, who's making his debut here. For a lot of them, they've seen these races over the years. They've idolized some of the most senior competitors, and with the amount of homework that they've done, and sometimes with little practice, in Hakimi's case, it's just all about going and putting your skills to the test. And now that they've got that first experience under their belt, they'll be so relieved when they come to their second race. There'll be so much for them to reflect upon and improve upon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the podium ceremony for the Malaysia Touring Car Championship.
Those beautiful new trophies being shown off, they have been hard won. Motor racing very much in the blood with a lot of these drivers. In some cases, a family affair, and you have to say the next generation is in good hands with so much young talent coming through here at Sepang.
OPM Light Racing, Jonathan Z and Mark Darwin.
Well, these guys, very much experienced heads, pure winners. A victory yesterday for Jonathan Z, but he settles for a podium
in second place,
here in race 2.
Car number 131 from R Engineering, Muhammad Hakimi and Nur Muhammad Asfa.
All smiles for Muhammad Hakimi. He's in great spirits. These two have a wonderful cohesion between them. In second,
MT2G category, car number 24 from Visa Racing, Hendra Adiputra and Adi Rahimi.
unbelievable. Hendra Adiputra yet to get his driver's license, but he's got himself top of the podium in the MT2G alongside his partner Adi Rahimi. Superb stuff from the boys here on Super Sunday at Sepang. Confirmation of that mega combo of Jonathan Z and Mark Darwin holding their trophies aloft in that now iconic red and white of the Malaysia Touring Car Championship. And Muhammad Hakimi beaming, holding his trophy aloft alongside Nur Muhammad Asfar. And there we have the winners. Hendra Adiputra with one to add to his burgeoning trophy cabinet alongside Adi Rahimi. What a performance from the boys, not just today, but across the weekend. Memories made.
They'll be definitely the ones to beat in this MT2G category. They've already set the marker.
For all the winners on the podium.
Moments to savor. All smiles. The boys will be absolutely loving this, and maximum respect goes out to their teammates. It's not just the lads on the podium, of course, but the teams that surround them who put in the hard work. And upcoming, we will have the MT2V category as the guys getting some last photos to remember, one to show the family. The Nisa Racing team loving every minute of this. Well deserved today. The Nisa Racing boys, of course, having to endure that time penalty and seeing off the challenge, particularly early doors from Johnny Z, who put the pressure on. But the Nisa Racing team held up valiantly to take it home. Here is a closer look at those trophies. Something money can't buy, must be earned with sweat and hard work down on the track. It takes unbelievable mental and physical strength, not just to compete, but to come out victorious, to get yourself a podium. You've got to be special.
I have to say, these are really iconic memorabilia. The rebrand really standing out. And that's ultimately the aim of any championship, to bring a fresh perspective, to bring a fresh, a clearer focus, which is exactly what the MTCC has achieved. Not just through the excitement of the races, but also the silverware that's about to be given to the winners.
Certainly set up beautifully for round 2, taking place on the weekend of the 25th of July, where we'll be back here at Sepang. We look forward to that. Of course, more action later on this afternoon as well. And it was a great battle in the MT2V. Shout out to our sponsors, Hankook. Drivers looking very smart, ready to collect their trophies. What a weekend it's been.
It's been an amazing weekend. The weather has been absolutely magnificent. The weather's done really well to provide these drivers with optimal driving conditions.
And long may it continue throughout the afternoon. Of course, being over here in Malaysia, weather always unpredictable, but across the weekend, it has been fantastic thus far. So coming up a little later on this afternoon at 3:30, we have the MTCC TP2000 Race 2. So mark your clocks. Third place in the MT2V, Mark Chu and Kenny Chan. Solid performance from the guys, just behind Li Chi-hua and Lester Lien of Axeworks in second. Li Jianhee and Jesmond Tan taking top spot on the podium, the R Engineering boys in that MT2V. And we're going to get the official announcement shortly.
All right, thank you for your patience. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be announcing the winners for the Malaysia Touring Production MT2V category. In third place, we have car number And coming up in the second place, car number 7, Pitwalks Kuraz, Machu and Kenny Chan. And the winner for the MT2V category, car number 72, X-Work, Lichiwa and Lester Jian.
Lichiwa and Lester Lian taking a top spot.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of a reshuffle after that penalty.
Now I would like to invite
Shafiq Samsudin and Sophia Zara taking that third spot on the podium
to hand our trophy
in the G-Mark Best Autosport car.
and
There is confirmation of their trophy.
Sophia Zara is another exciting young national talent who has been making waves in the Malaysian race track circuit, and this would just enhance her reputation. Well done to her and her partner.
Confirmation of your winners, Lichiwa and Lester Lien in the Axworks car.
Photo with the winners.
Finishing top of the podium in the MT2V. So the penalty for the R Engineering car of Li Jian and Jesmond Tan meant that they did not take the podium.
Group photo with all the winners on the podium. And smile for the camera. Congratulations once again to all our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes race 2 of Malaysia Touring Production categories. See you later in the evening for the TP race 2.
So fascinating end to the MT2V. We saw Li Jian and Jesmond Tan of our engineering win the race, but after the penalty, we saw Li Chiwa and Lester Lien of Axworks take top spot on the podium, followed by Mark Chu and Kenny Chan. And then an excellent finish from Shafiq Samsudin and Sophia Zara, taking third spot. Brilliant race here at Sepang. More to come this afternoon in the TP2000. We'll catch you a little bit later on. Do stay with us. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, share the stream, and we'll see you shortly.